Hi guys, I'm back again with the third instalment of our travelling and Australia vlog thing. I'm hoping to carry this on all the way through the next year. It's currently the 1st of August, so quite a while since the last video, and it has taken me a long time to get these videos up and edited and filmed and what have you, but from this video you'll understand why. So, it's the 1st of August, we fly on the 27th, we arrive in Brisbane on the 29th, and we have an 8-hour layover in Singapore on the 28th. You already know that probably, because I'm pretty sure I said it in my last video. We didn't end up doing a car boot. We have our rotas now at work. We literally have 14 days left, like 14 shifts left. So we have our rota up to the point where we leave. We're having a week off before we fly, so we finish on the 20th. I think we've got a day off on the 20th, but we're gonna close on the 19th. So we won't be able to do another car boot. So the only car boot that I will have done will have been in Manchester. It sucks because we've got a lot of stuff to sell and we don't know what to do with it, but we'll just end up charity shopping it, and all our clothes are going to go to Cash for Clothes. Hopefully, if not before, then it will be in that last week that we've got off, that we've got in the UK. Sillily, I sold my tripod, so I'm holding the camera, so I'm sorry if it is shaky. I've got a lot to go through in this video. Depop's been doing quite well for me this month. I've sold quite a fair bit. I've still got a fair bit to sell as well, but you know, if that doesn't sell, then I'm just going to cash close it as well. Like, I'm really not bothered. I bought my backpack. It's a huge 66 litre from Trespass. The shocking thing is, I bought it for £22.50. Yes, a huge backpack for £22.50. It's meant to be £18.99 I think, but I got it from the Trespass outlet store at Lakeside Village in Doncaster. It's like an outlet shopping centre thing. So that's why that was so cheap. I've started trying to pack it a little bit. I got a microfiber towel and some packing cubes, and I've started trying to pack the packing cubes. I will go through the backpack in another video. I'm going to try and do a packing video. But I'll show you the backpack and the packing cubes and everything that I'm going to put inside it before we go, because that's what I want to do. And if I spoke about it now, I'll be talking for way too long. We also bought a GoPro, which I am absolutely over the moon about. It cost us £149 from Amazon. It's the little sessions one, the little square one. I haven't got it with me at the moment. It's at Alex's mum's house. We also bought a ton of accessories, like I mean a ton, for like 17 quid, and then I bought like a lens for it for about 3 quid. Yeah, loads, but I will do a video on that as well, probably while we're in Australia, because I've barely used it. I've used it once. I can put it in the video, like first time I used the GoPro, but there's like nothing. It was literally just me and my mate sat having a drink. But I am in love with the GoPro, and I cannot wait to use it. Like, say if we go to the Great Barrier Reef or we go skydiving or bungee jumping, stuff like that. Like, I am so excited for that. I can't believe how fast this has gone. It feels like literally a minute since I filmed that last video. I've not even finished editing it yet, and I'm filming this video. Like, I'm just rubbish at this, but I have had so much on my plate, and I will go into this now. Basically, last month, June, so just after the last video that will be up by now, obviously, bloody hope so, Marvel, our cat, went missing for 3 weeks. He went out and didn't come back, and then my mum texted me like, oh, Marvel's not been back in a day. We were staying at Alex's mum's. And I was like, oh, it's fine, he normally does this, like he goes long ways and stuff like that. I'd been going out for maybe 2 weeks, and we'd been living at home for 3.5 weeks when he went out, I think it was. Which, you know, standard is like 2 weeks for you to let them out. He didn't come back. So me and Alex, we didn't really know what to do. We walked around shouting him for about 3 days. Nothing. Mum reported him missing to the chip people. He hadn't turned up. Mum contacted the council to see if they'd collected him, like if he'd been run over and he passed away, and there was nothing from that. So we put posters up after the 3 days of walking around shouting him around our area, because our area isn't really that big, and there's 2 like main roads at the end of my street, and then there's a street behind mine, and then 2 streets behind mine, so it's literally like 4 quite small streets and then 2 main roads. So I didn't think he would have crossed them main roads, but he did. After about a week of going around shouting him, driving around everywhere, driving around across the main roads in that little like neighbourhood, and he wasn't there, shouting him, looking for him, posters are up, nothing. We thought someone's taken him, he's dead, or he just doesn't want to be there. He just doesn't want to be in his house with all these other cats and a dog. So we kind of gave up a little bit, until I got a message after I'd been on a close and about to be on another close. Got a message from my sister. Is this Marvel? A picture that she had screenshotted from someone's Snapchat. How weird is this? From someone's Snapchat. So someone that my sister had on Snapchat had put on his story, Marvel, who was following him from about 2 miles away from my house. So the next day we walked around that area. Oh no, yeah, it was that day we went. Walked around, shouted him, walked around the estate that it was near. It was in an industrial estate, and then there was like a housing estate across from that. If you're from Doncaster, it was near the Hyde Park Cemetery, where the high-rise flats in town are. So we're walking around there, nothing. Me and Alex want to close, we have to go to work, so we go to work. After we finish work, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, we walk around shouting. We didn't want to go into the graveyard because I'm not going in there at night, there's no lights. All the tombstone things are like falling. There could be like youths in there pushing them on me, like, I don't know, there could be druggies in there. I ain't going in there at night. So we walked around the outside, shouting, drove around the back of the industrial estate. We drove around the other bit where he'd been seen, shouting him, trying to entice him out and all this stuff. We went around the estate, nothing. Went back the next night, did the same, nothing. We went back and walked through the next morning, there were nothing. He wasn't there. In the baking hot sun, it was so hot. So after going twice in the day, once at night, we couldn't go the next night because I think we were on a long shift or something. And then we were on an early the next day, so a long shift onto an early, that's why we couldn't go. I added this guy on Facebook as well because we went to the same school, and I just wanted to know where exactly I'd seen him, and it was near Enterprise Car Rental, so we knew a place. He texted me saying my friend saw him last night. Where? The same place he'd seen him. I was like, thanks, we're gonna go find him tonight. We've still not had any luck. We've not seen him, we've not heard him, like he must still be out there. So me and Alex, we went and got some food after our shift and sat in the car round where he'd been seen and where we'd been walking. It wasn't baking hot sun and it was quite cool. It wasn't dark, but it was getting darker. About 9 o'clock at night. So we decided to get out of the car to walk where we'd been walking, but not shout, because the graveyard was massive and it was quite echoey, and we thought maybe he's getting confused about where we are, maybe he can't hear us properly. We'll just walk. So we walked through the graveyard, talking to each other quietly. Nothing, didn't come out, not there. got to Enterprise car rental and I started to give up hope then. I thought, he's not here. He doesn't want to come to us. He knows we're here. He doesn't want to come to us. He doesn't like us anymore. He doesn't want to be with us. This is why he's gone that far. He doesn't want to be found. I looked down and I just felt really defeated. And then Alex gasps and Marvel is there. He's just there, straight in front of us. He's in the distance, but he's there, like, he's close enough. And I look up, and we just shout him over, and he, like, recognises his voice, and he kind of... And then he realises it's us when we shout him again, and he runs over, and it's Marvel. We found him. And we walked him halfway through the graveyard. We didn't want to pick him up in case he got scared. He doesn't really like being held anyway. And because it was so close to our main road as well, we didn't want him to get scared, but there were a lot of people walking through the graveyard. I think people had just finished work. So there were a lot of people walking, and every time someone had come, he'd stop and like sniff them, or like sometimes he'd just stand by their feet, and it was just a bit weird. I was walking our cat through the chuffing graveyard, like, so I just picked him up, and then about halfway through with me picking him up, he didn't like it, but tough shit, he's gotta come home with me. So we have him home. I don't know where on earth he is. He's not been out yet since that. I'm not letting him out. Thank God we have him home now, because it's not what you want just before you go abroad for a year. And so I'm very grateful that we found him, and it's very odd how social media got our cat back. But yes, that is why I haven't been very regular with these videos. I think that's all I have to say. In my bank account, my personal savings account, I have £1,310.40. I also have, I had a tin of money and I've been kind of dipping in it. In that tin of money I've got about £200, just under £200. It was about it was over £300, but now it's just under £200 because I've been dipping in it. I've also got four more paydays because we get paid weekly at Nando's before we go. So we're trying to save literally every single penny of our wage. I also have holiday pay, so that's £32 something, 32 hours, sorry. Oh, my camera is overheating. So yeah, I have 32 hours of holiday pay to take, which at the end, when we leave, will be paid. So that'll be about 250 quid. So yeah, my camera's overheating. It's really telling me it's overheating. So I have to go now, but hopefully I have put everything in. I'll be doing 2 more videos before we go, and then I will be vlogging our journey from Doncaster to London, London to Singapore, Singapore to Brisbane. Let me know what else you'd like to see as well in the comments, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!